Hi everybody, it's Belinda. I thought you might like something a little different than a book review today, so I'm going to make a beaded hair clip. And a couple of examples previously made. We have red with green wire, and we have multicolored beads with purple wire. You can make these in any shade, any colour. The only variants are the colour of the comb. I've got clear ones. The colour of the wire. You can use gold, silver, or any colour that you can get your hands on. Usually I use 22 gauge because it's the easiest to work with. And then the colour of the beads. And that really only is judged by your imagination and what you might like to be wearing when you're going to be wearing your hair slide. So let's go on with the next chapter. Okay, so as I said in the previous bit, we're going to need about 1 meter of wire. I have 22 gauge silver here, so that adds up to about 1 meter. And we will cut that wire. And then we will also need beads. I have a set that I got from a Spotlight for about $1. I think it's a bracelet set. In this we have blue beads, we have clear beads, we have silver beads. So it's a nice mix. Okay, so now we've got our wire cut. We have our beads in our container so that it's easier to maneuver. We want to take one end of our wire and we want to wrap it firmly around one of the teeth of the comb. But we want to wrap it in such a way that it is not going to come off and it is not going to poke into your head, because pain, not such a great thing. Okay, so as you can see, I have the wire firmly wrapped around one of our teeth. Then what you want to do is you want to put as many beads as it will take to do 3 laps of our comb. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's get that on. Alrighty, as you can see, I have now threaded on 3 layers of our beads. From there, we sort of mold them around a bit, get them sitting in the right place, and then you get your wire and you use the teeth on the clip to slowly and carefully wind our wire back around our beads. Now this doesn't have to be uniform, it just has to be firm, and as you wind it on you can make patterns with your wire. You don't have to if you don't want to. You just wind it on nice and firm. Making sure that you have actually covered the entire clip as best you possibly can. Okay, now as you can see, that's pretty firm. Okay, looking a little abstract because the wire's sitting over and around everything. And then to make a really neat finish, as you can see, there's a bit of a channel where the wire is sitting up a tiny bit higher than the clip. Now we want to take this tail and we want to poke that down into that channel. Okay, I'll get back to you when I do that because I can make some funny faces. Alrighty, so I've got the wire through. If you can see it, it sort of goes along there. Now I did need to use some pliers to just make sure that it's nice and tight. And once we're done with this, we're going to curl it around this last tine on the comb. And again, making sure that there's no bits sticking out because we don't really want anything poking into our heads or catching on anything that we might be walking near or rubbing against, including that awful auntie that we all have. Okay, I'll get back to you when I'm done that because again, I make funny faces. Okay, I'm done making funny faces, and I don't know if you can see, but I've wound the wire around the tine and I poked it back up through, and it is now sitting in between the beads and the comb itself. And that is our hair slide. You can make this with any colour bead, any colour wire. I generally go and stick with the 22 gauge wire because it is easier to use and most beads will thread onto it. And I'd love to see what you all make, so send us pictures. Have a great day. Bye.